What's going on, guys? How we doing out there? Happy Monday to everyone. Hope everyone's doing okay. How was the weekend for everyone? Um, Pretty tame here. I'll let you guys guess what I did all weekend. Hey, you got it. First try. I worked. Yeah. Yeah, I was working like crazy. But making some good headway. So, let's see. So, thinking back to where we left off on Friday, I was, I think, what was I doing? I was just updating the Canyon stuff, right? Yeah, that's right. Doing layers and fixing all that kind of stuff up. So, I watched a few people that have posted videos, gameplay videos of playing the demo of the Tribble game. And one thing I noticed is that they are pretty much burning through it faster than I thought they would. Now, I mean, that's the whole idea of the casual kind of thing. And originally, I thought the demo, I would just include the casual as just sort of like just a toe in the water, just get people interested. But after watching people play it, I realized that no, I got to change that up. So what I've decided now is that I'm going to go ahead and give players in the demo a choice between the casual and the arcade levels. The catch is I have to actually put the arcade levels back together again because there's been so many changes. And originally, the concept was is I was doing double duty, right? I was making a easy set of levels and then a hard set of levels, right? And obviously the catch there is any change I make in one, I have to propagate to the other, right? So that just made a ton of work, and it discouraged me from making changes because I knew I'd have to make sure that I updated the other one and kept them, sort of like in alignment. So I thought about it and I realized what I had to do was sort of come up with a system that allowed me to have just one level that I could toggle between easy and hard, right? And finally came up with a system and started going through, and I mean, here's all the levels, right? I mean, it's you see it's only 16 that I have built out, but that's a misnomer because that's 16 variations, but also each level can have a variation in terms of entrance and exit, right? You can go in the center and go out the side, or you can start on one side and go out in the same side. You can go on one side and go out the other side, or go out the center. So there's all these permutations, right? And so as a result, that's why you see in here, right? You can see two of the in level one. There's two of those. There's four of the level twos, right? And then so any one of them, like three, I didn't make variations just because sometimes the layout of the level doesn't lend itself well to changing up the in and outs to it, right? So I did that when it was possible, when it's feasible. So so even though there's only 16 levels, there's actually a lot of levels, right? I mean, I haven't physically counted them, but you can see it starts here, goes all the way down to there. That's a whole bunch of levels, right? So that just covers the range. All right. So just to give you a little context, let's fire this up as a full screen, and visuals always work better than just me blabbing away. So let me give you a visual. All right. So for example, here we have the easy level, right? If you play the demo or you see me play it a million times, this may look familiar, right? Of course, it's just repeating the same one, so it's going to lock itself out here, right? Because I'm just, for testing purposes, I have to repeat the same level. So if it goes in one area and goes out another, obviously this ain't going to work. But for just testing an individual level, this is fine, right? So anyways, the point is that it's not much of a challenge. There's not a lot of danger here, right? This is casual mode. This is casual arcade. Oops. Yeah. Come in here, unlock this, and it's like, okay, oh, there's lava. But, I mean, seriously, you come to this side, double jump over it. There's plenty of clearance, right? And then there's the little bonus room, that kind of stuff. And then to going out, there's, oh no, there's lava on the walls. Well, just here, climb up the wall here, and you're fine, right? So that's the casual version, right? So what I came to the conclusion of is the fact that I need to, actually, who am I doing here? Is that 12 or is that 13? Oh, it's 13. Okay. So let me load this up. So here it is, as you just saw, right? And then what I've concluded is the fact that I need to consolidate the easy and the hard into one level. And sometimes that means actually changing the layout of the levels, which means that I have to sort of like chip away at it in preparation for the easy or the hard. So, for example, here, right? So here's the easy components, right? And if I turn those off, now you'll see I got gaps, right? I got chunks here missing here, 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 and up here, right? And the reason I do that is so if I want to make it a hard level, I turn on these hard level components, and now it's suddenly a hard level, right? So by having these little chunks that are set up for easy or hard, that way, and the downside is that I have a whole nother set of tile map layers. But, you know, so it's another draw call, but hopefully, I mean, once again, my draw calls are so, you know, nothing for the most part that I don't think is going to really hinder the performance. I still, since I've added all the total visual bells and whistles, I haven't really done any mobile testing, so we'll come back to that. And I have a crap old Nexus 6, which is basically older than some of you guys out there. So if I can get it to run okay on the Nexus 6, then I'm pretty much feeling pretty good that it's going to run on any mobile device out there. So I'll just start, you know, pulling back on some of the bells and whistles, like the bloom and, you know, some of the other little tricked out features. Worst case is the you know, the highlights that fluctuate. You know, if I have to turn those off to get mobile performance, I'll do that. But anyways, point is, I don't think it's gonna be adding these extra layers. I don't think it's gonna be that much of a hit. Let's see. All right, sorry, I just got email there from Microsoft. I'll come back to that in a little while. Okay, so all right, so there is basically what it looks like when I've tricked it out with the hard. So I'll show you what the difference is. So if you remember the easy that I just demonstrated a minute ago, it was, you know, there's not much of a threat, right? But now we see in hard, you have a lot more lava to touch, and we also start introducing a lot more of the lava flows. So for example, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Right. So now we have like one right here, right? So you got to watch out for it, and it kicks in pretty fast. So up here, got to get here before it flows again. And then coming down is also a bit of a challenge because you can't just drop straight down. You hit lava, right? Oops. And you got to be careful there too, because if the lava has risen up to, where's my cursor, to this level, then that move I just did, I would have gone straight, you know, first into the lava, right? All right. And then here too, you don't want to come at him this way. You're obviously going to take damage. So you got to do it over here, and you got to be mindful of the lava in the corner. And anyone that's being really observant will see that I have not put the dripping lava or the bubbles in there yet. I'm going to just do a second pass where I make sure that I've, you know, dotted the I's, crossed the T's, and then I'll go ahead and make sure that all these are truly ready to go. But at this point, I'm just trying to build out the layers to make sure that they're all working correctly. So come in here, boom, come up here. And now we see more lava here, right? And another lava flow, right? So now this gets a little more precarious, right? Now we got to be a little more careful, right? So, and then of course, yeah, that's not going to change. The bonus room, so we won't go over there. But now, right here, right? So whereas before you could just go straight up the wall, no big deal. But now you got to be mindful, right? Now there's this little zigzag here, and you got to be watching out for that. So that's the difference between the casual and the arcades, right? You know, now it's a lot easier to screw up, get clumsy, you know, and start hitting stuff. I'm being pretty clean here, more than normal, but there you go. So, and then even with the arcade levels, there'll be some that'll be a little easier and some that'll be a little harder, right? So now what I've been doing is going through and adapting all of these. And this is what I've been doing this weekend. I'll keep going here, and you'll see just how much of a pain in the butt it is to update one of these levels fully. And then you'll understand that I've done all the way up to here, right? All this, and now you'll understand where my weekend went. It went all in here, updating all these stupid levels. All right, so that was center right, which is good. So now let's do left. And then if I'm lucky enough, like for here, this is like, so I recycled the center right, but we want to change it over to, like the name says, enter on the left and exit out the right. And what I can do is reference like my old version, right, which you see here, right? And this sort of gives me the idea of where it should be going, and also the the changes to the, to the tiles a little bit there. So this is how we take, and this one's going to be easier because I've already done a lot of the heavy lifting. Oh, and the way I also set it up is the fact that anything that's only in the easy section, I just sign the word easy to it. Oops, like that. So these 4 components only get displayed if we're playing in easy mode. And then these 5 components get displayed if we're playing the hard. And then all it does is when it starts up, it just does a for loop and shuts off and on depending on what components need to be toggled on and off. So that was my workaround. That was my approach. And so let's go in here. So now we need to go ahead and clean this up because we need to make a hole here, right? And close this one up. And the beauty of it is once I do the first one, usually I'm able to recycle a lot of it, right? So I don't have to redo the whole thing from scratch, which is always a plus. All right. So what I do is I select the layer. In this case, I'm selecting the tile map platforms, and I'm just clearing out these guys. So 1, 2, 3, this one as well, right? And then I also want to get rid of the highlights because that's old and busted, like so. There. Good. All right. So in this case, I don't have to select either the easy or the hard because this entrance is identical for either. So in this case, I'm just going to still stick with the regular platform. And let's just switch out to underground tiles. Zoom in a little bit to these guys. Ignore the errors which come up every time because I use the rule tile, which likes to break and bitch and moan. All right, so there. So now I just got the 3 space gap converted, and let's go ahead and switch to our platform tiles highlights. We'll switch to highlights here, like so. And they got to find the right ones, like that, and like that. There. Now the highlights are set up. Remember the highlights, that's what fluctuates. That's what sort of gives it that glow from underneath, right? So we're good there. Now I need to prep this stuff here. And let's see. Oh, who do I have? Sometimes you can select a layer properly, and sometimes you can't. And yeah, and then you notice the collider here. The reason you see the boxes here and here, not here, is because this can change. So this is one where the easy has the collider at this point. So we get that. So let's go ahead and clean this one off and clean this one off, which are elbows. And we need to switch those to just regular horizontal tiles. Ah. Come on. Yeah, sometimes the selection works and sometimes it doesn't. We're good. All right. So let's switch back to platforms. Switch back to tiles. Right. And once again, zoom in. And now we need to fill in this gap. And the key thing I'm doing is just making sure that I don't put the same. I have 3 different tiles, and just making sure that I don't put the 3 side by side. Just mixing it up a little bit, like that. Oops. Yeah, like that. Speaking of side by side. So let's put this guy in here, like so. Yeah, there we go. All right. Switch to highlight. That. All right. That one's good. And here, and then lastly, this guy. Put the highlights on there. Good. All right. So that should be all we need to get that bad boy up and running, because all the other stuff is going to be the same. So we can test this. Let me switch back over to here, and that is LR. Wait for it. Take a sip while I wait. All right, here we go. All right. Yeah. So, oops. So if we come up here, and I may reduce the time here. I don't know. It's, oh, see there, I screwed it up. Oh, screwed it up again. It's it's a bit of a test, trial and error test to try and figure out how long should it wait in between the lava flows, because I want it to not be too easy, but I also want to make it not impossible, right? I don't want to make it so it's like it feels unfair. So it's a fine line that I have to decide, okay, have I just been playing this too much, so I'm making it look easy when it's not, and I keep screwing that one up. So those are the ones I'm kind of hoping for. I want the players to be challenged. I want them to take damage, of course, right? That's the point of the game, to make it a challenge. But I also want to feel like it's not a cheap shot, right? I want it to feel like, okay, that was legit. Wait, has it? Yeah, okay, that is damage. There you go. So we're looking good here. I think this is all set up nicely. Right? Cool. All right, one sec. All right. One sec here, just checking something else. All right, there we go. Aaron, what up, buddy? Do it with a C, not a K. That was close, but yeah. Yeah, I never know which way is the right way to spell it anymore, right? Because we kind of have done it both ways over the years. Nice, there you go. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't think that's necessarily wrong, too, right? I mean, if you go back to the early PC days, right? I mean, we call them diskettes, and they were spelled Diskettes, right? So yeah, I don't know. I think that one's. I think you're hosed either way, But yeah, what's going on, man? How was your weekend? Did you get out and do anything interesting? Yeah, I know. Yeah, can you believe that? Yeah. Oh, I lost it like heavily too. Sharkbait came up and he just kept playing and playing. He was actually shooting for 1,000, right? And he was like within like 10 points of it, and then had this terrible streak where he dropped a bunch of points. But yeah, I fell way behind, and I was actually trying to be productive, so I wasn't making too much effort to actually try and catch up. All right, so I think this is good. So what I do is also check that. So the arcade mode looks good, and now I got to check to make sure that the casual version is fine as well. I don't anticipate an issue just because all we did was change the entrance in the lower gap there. So yeah, this should all be good. I'm good. I made a video today from yesterday's stream I did. Oh, sweet. Okay. More GTA stuff? Or something else? I know there was... actually, GTA is pretty much what you focus on, right? I don't know if there's any other games besides the GTA that... Yeah. Yeah, with the the special customized island. Right, with all the fun, extra bonus stuff there. All right, cool. I think we're good. So that marks that one done, right? So let's see. So I'm going to delete the old version because we don't need that now. And let's take a look at, excuse me, we'll look at the right one. That's cool. So what was it that I missed yesterday? So the stream, I mean, was like a whole story to it? Or, oh, okay. I was playing as Hugo Bigglesworth, news reporter. Was being a newsman. Okay. And there are lots of interesting stories to follow there with all the NPCs, or is it other players that you go interview? That kind of does sound sort of surreal too, right? The idea of doing like interviews with, I mean, NPCs obviously not going to get anything besides get out of my way. But with the other players, I'm sure that makes for some interesting man on the street interviews. That's pretty funny. All right, so I'm going to grab this. I'm going to do a quick little snippet here. Grab that like so. There you go. So now I got my reference, right? And we'll take this bad boy. Oops, I'll try and duplicate him. Actually, I wanted him. Don't think it really... Oh, wait. Was I gonna... Oh, you know what? I'm not done because... Shoot. Actually, I wanted to change that because... do I want to bother? Yeah, I kind of do. Uh, yeah, I had that little hill originally. So let me come back in here. Right. So yeah, I want to incorporate that little hill in these ridges. That was actually. Oh, wait a second. I had another Glommer in there too. Oh crap. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and add that stuff in here. Let me backtrack a little bit. Oh, that's 13. Or am I getting ahead of myself here? It was 12. No, no, no. 13 RR. Oh, because I'm still. Yeah, I'm still my old. There we go. 13 center. All right. Yeah, so I don't think I did it for center. Let me check that. Okay, just I put them on the opposite side. Okay. Well, if I was a newsman and I stumble on a group of people robbing the main bank and LSPD, the cops, were there, it was funny. Then I had an interview with the cops to find out what went on. At one point, I was like, can you confirm or deny that one of the other officers was using kung fu to I guess KO the criminals? And the cop merely held his face off. All the cops were kung fu fighting. That does sound funny. Yeah, I'm surprised actually more people don't do that, man. I mean, red versus blue turn it into an art form, I think, with Halo, right? But yeah, because because of the open nature of GTA and the endless possibilities, I'm surprised that we don't see more of that. Hey, you look smart. No, it's all lies, I tell you, it's all lies. Ornog, Live 4, what up, buddy? How's it going, man? Welcome, welcome. I look smart. I don't get that often. I really don't. Hugo is a 56-year-old fashioned upper class English old fogey. Thinks he knows everything but don't know anything. Do you think I'm right? Wait, what? I think I made the most advanced physics. Okay. Sure. Yes. Aaron, you want to take that one for me? You want to go ahead and tell me if you think it's the most advanced physics simulator car in the world? See, I would love to check it out, but unfortunately, I'm not a smart person, so I'm not sure if I'm the best candidate to judge that. But I appreciate the opportunity. Aaron's okay. So wait, why am I looking at an advanced physics simulator car? Right? What? It's under judgment. All right. Well, kind of in the middle of the stream right now. It was strange. Almost as strange asking if they subdued the robbers with kung fu. Yeah, well, okay, man, if you want, I will be happy to take a look at it later on. I'm not sure if I want to stop down on my stream here to sort of take a look at that, but I'm sure Aaron's going to, take one for the team for me, right, Aaron? You going to go check it out? Offer your thoughts? Because I think Aaron is the smarter of the two of us here. Come on, Aaron. Help me out, buddy. Yeah, and, kind of trying to get some levels banged out here. But I don't know, if you wanna tell me a little more about it, I'd be willing to listen. If you wanna share some info about it. So is this something that you wrote from scratch, or is this something that's just like a whole separate thing, or is this something? Wow. You know what? It's a simp. Daniel, who's Daniel? Daniel told you to write it? Okay. Now I'm getting totally lost in this conversation. Is there a mystery Daniel that I don't see? I'm not seeing a Daniel. Oh, he's inside Discord. Okay. Is there a Discord conversation I'm missing somewhere? Okay. Aaron. Okay. Glad I'm not the only one. Okay. Am I here? Am I doing this? Yeah. I don't know. I'm getting a little lost too, man. Aaron, do you want to bust out your microphone and your camera crew? You know, because we might need an interview here because yeah, I'm not quite following the story myself. All right, so did I do a screen grab of this one? No, I didn't. Let me go ahead and start this here. Grab this bad boy. Trying to get an iota of info about this. What is this? You're trying to get info about this project that I'm working on, or what you were trying to share with me? I'm not sure. No? Okay. All right. So, okay, we got that covered, so let's bounce out. Oh, yeah, Aaron, I'm not sure if you're speaking for yourself or for me, but you know what? I think it works both ways there. Yeah. I'm a little perplexed. Okay. All right. I just get more confused now. The confusion level just like went up exponential. What are you on about? All right. Let's see. Do I have more than one? You know, I'll just put the glommer down in here, and I'll add him to. Let's bump up to my prefabs here, and let's drop a glommer. Because I want to match what I done before. This is the old hard level, right? I want to kind of match that layout. And I forgot to add the glommer in there. So let's fix that right now, shall we? After all, the researchers noted it may not matter how passionate people get about games or their play. If the relationship is based on people trying to impress each other, the simple solution may be to just pretend they don't like each other and never talk to. Okay, now that's not clearing things up. Yeah, that was my reaction too. Oops, no, that's 100, and oops, that's down to 75 there. All right. What? Yeah, okay. Huh? What? Oh, okay, wait, it's just getting stranger now. It's spiraling out. All right. Now I'm just completely lost. -3? Nope, 2.5. Okay, we'll say that's good. Oh no, that's the offset. I'm messing with the wrong item there. What do lemon cakes have in common with? I don't know. Wait, where do the lemon cakes come from? I missed the lemon cakes. Wait, no one told me to be lemon cakes. How did I miss out on lemon cakes? There it goes. All right. Jeez. Oh wait. No, this is the way I gotta do it. I gotta put them in the middle like so. And then do the offset like so. Really? You're not gonna... No, you're not. Okay. You know, Aaron, in fairness, he does bring up a good point, right? What does it have in common with you? And now we're getting metaphysical, I think, right? Now it's just taking an interesting turn. Written a while back, and I wanted to revisit it. Watching a movie with Dude, this is just getting stranger, man. I'm just I have no idea what's going on my own Twitch channel here. Okay, I've completely lost control of everything. God. So it isn't making any sense. What do you mean? You saw that Johnson's reaction and you know what? So not this big of a deal? Bach. I don't know, dude. I'm perplexed at this point. Yeah, it's an impressive one because I think it's actually reacting to what I say, or is it not? So let's try it. Ornog, I think it's a bot, dude. Don't ignore me. Don't ignore because it's pulling wiki notes out. Interesting. Ornog, where are you from? What planet? That's interesting. Okay, I've never seen a bot on my channel before. That's kind of funky. All right. Is that okay? So it's grabbing wikis. Interesting. Well, you know, it actually had me for like the first couple lines. It started off legit. Wheels kind of came off after that, but the AI can hear what you say because it's pulling wiki notes out. I am from the planet of the dead. But wait. I'm from the planet of the dead and it requires me to say my next line. Nothing in life is as easy. It gets my man moving along. Yes, my shipping order is here and I'm supposed to. It's about time I actually pay for it. To do that, they took money from me. What? So, but, okay, what I'm fascinated by is the fact that Aaron is not just reacting to your text, but apparently it's reacting to my voice as well, right? So, so Ornog, you said that Pauly Shore is the greatest actor of all times, right? Of all the actors in the history of mankind, Pauly Shore, you said this before, Ornog, right? That Pauly Shore is by far the most talented actor you've ever seen, and that you fantasize of him on a daily basis. Isn't that right, Ornog? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know where this is all going. Except weird. I don't know. I think I'm like falling into a Black Mirror episode or something, right? Wait, is it Rod Serling? Do you see Rod Serling behind my shoulder? The greatest is oh, I'm impressed. Marlon, by the way, the reason why I died. He'd follow his father into the intended basis, but his allure would shine on a smaller scale on the Los Angeles boardwalk. Okay, jeez, dude, I have no clue, but I'm impressed either way. I mean, just in terms of voice to text and parsing it. Ornog, ¿usted habla español? Español es muy importante aquí. It's a bot because look at my spelling and it even types my mistakes. Right, but pero Ornog, ¿habla español? ¿Sí? ¿No? Sprechen Sie Deutsch? ¿No? Nein? Yeah, I'm just seeing. At this point, I just want to test his range. I think, right? I mean, if he's gonna sit there and hang out on my thread and type weird stuff, right? Why not see where it goes? I guess, right? All right. Did I add? I didn't add him yet. All right. Let me add this guy. Still trying to do some work too at the same time. Barely. Oh shoot. Where is this guy? Glamour 1. Detection. This, my spelling. There it goes. Bust out the German. This is, you have to type 4,000 words per second. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I see. I'm still fascinated because the fact that it's converting not only your text but my voice too in real time. Right? I mean, it failed on the Spanish front. Right? Ornog. Solamente habla español, por favor. Solamente español. See if that works. See his wife? If she wasn't this... See? It's not... Yeah. Uh-oh. Aaron's inspired. This is not going to end well. So then why... I mean, what was with the Newgrounds car simulator thing? I mean, it's just like a random... Oh, shoot. Okay. Why am I not seeing... Okay. Let me switch this back to CR. That was what I was messing with, right? 13 levels underground. Yeah. 13 CR. And we'll switch this back. Done and done. Oh, there it is. Puedo hablar cualquier idioma. Although the song is in Spanish, Spanish words are often adapted to the English style. Definition of Lolita is either being a sexualized innocent girl trapped in a powerful male or a masochistic young... Oh, really? But no, I mean, it is Newgrounds, right? I mean, you know, it was an actual Newgrounds link. So, I mean, what? So Newgrounds has the ability to, like, snag stuff? Is that what you're thinking, Aaron? All right. So have we had enough of them? Should we let him have his little, can we hiding the true website address to gain access? All right. Oh, yeah, you're still having fun? Okay. All right. Play a little bit more, and then we're going to boot the bot. $13. Es detección de la... Okay. There you go, man. Just throw enough at him. Alright, so there's our guy right here, and only after I cross is he going to come at me like that. There we go. Okay, I was missing that guy. But Google translated. Oh, got it. So it's just doing a Google translation. Got it. Alright. Well, I think he's had his fun. So... Alright, ready for the band hammer? Ornog, it's been, educational. And there he goes. Bye-bye, Ornog, we'll miss you. And now he does a follow. Wait. Wait, how can he do a follow? Alright, now I'm totally confused. I know, wait a second. It's like, wait, what? So, is that part... I mean, because it came after I tossed the old banhammer down. So, dude, I have no clue what's going on there. Alright, that was a strange one. Aaron. Okay, you notice that they came after you, right? So you brought them with you, right? That was you. They were trailing you around, and you brought them to my party. Come on, man, fess up. All right, so I think we're good with that. Oh man. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see. Yeah. That one was a strange one. That was a totally strange one. Oh, wait. Did I have... Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay. Is he back? Just as a new name? Aaron, what's going on, man? Who have you brought with you, man? This is... What have you done? You didn't bring... You sure? I got some weirdness, man. Well, we'll see here. Person normal, yes. Person normal, yes. Okay. Oh, mercy. Oh, mercy. Okay. It's just gonna be one of those days, I think. All right, so 13, we're gonna leave him like so. Not my fault, and I wouldn't do that because it stopped you working. No, I don't even know if you could, right? I mean, I was just being funny. I wasn't literally blaming you. I was just being humorous. No, I have no idea what's doing that, but that is truly peculiar. So person normal, yes. Okay, well, I don't know. The bot's like the scary robot, I guess. All right. Really? Okay. I mean, just like you, why would you think that I am a things bot? Dude, now I'm starting to feel picked on at this point. Oh, man. Ugh. Alright, so I'm going to reference this. Oops, wrong one. Let me go back. Let me grab the web. So, yeah, this one's definitely throwing me off my game today. I don't know, should I be flattered or annoyed the fact that I'm getting invaded by one or more bots? I'm not sure which way to take that. Alright, grab this bad boy. So we got ourselves a little reference. Good. Let's bounce back out on the ground. It's going to be one of those things. What are you going to do? Alright. Something funny going on because you had like 17 people watching, now 12, now 5, now 12 again. Yeah, okay, definitely bot. Alright, he's going bye-bye as well. That's... And he's gone. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I normally assume that the viewers I get, because I get hosted by a few other channels, so I think people come looking at whoever they want to see, and then they see it gets really... Okay, I just keep banning, I guess. No, actually, I grabbed the whatchamacallit, no, I didn't click directly on it. No, I did highlight it, but no. But I mean, why would that have anything to do with bots popping up? I mean, that started before I clicked the link, or before I saw the link, rather. Let's see. Well, I haven't had another bot pop up for a second, so that's a good sign, right? All right. So, bot spammed? Oh. Well, we'll see. I mean, if another one starts popping up, I don't know. All right. Let me check. Yeah, so it's just up and down. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Well, I mean, it's, you know, the most chatting I've had in a while. So, now, if I could just teach the bots how to play catch with my dog. Like that. There we go. All right. So. Why am I not selecting the right one? Do that. We'll just do hollow and down. All right, let's do highlights. Oh. Why am I not on oh. It's gonna be a pain. Do it this way. There it goes. Just trying to keep your channel safe, because if you they say bad words, if you know what I mean, even if it wasn't you, you can get banned for it. That's true. Well, thankfully it hasn't gone that route yet. But yeah, I mean, I don't think you get. I think you just sort of get bumped into like, you know, because you can have swear words. It's just you get bumped into the adult content kind of stuff. Yeah. But I know that'd be strange, because even if you were like trying to purge them, and if it's bots coming in, that seems kind of unfair, right? But yeah. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, gotcha. If they start doing like anti-Semitic stuff, that kind of stuff. God, that would suck, man. If you get banned because of bots. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Oh, see. And all this does is validate my theory that I tell my wife, and she tends to agree with me, and that is, put simply, people suck, man. Why would you bother to do that kind of stuff, right? That just don't get that. All right, and I did knock the shadow down on that one. Okay, so LR. So let's check this bad boy out. Yeah. Well, thanks for the heads up, but knock on wood, the bots have apparently left the building. I can get even banned if someone says the N-word, even if it didn't say it because it was just in my stream. Oh, yeah. That's weird. I mean, it seems very unfair. I mean, that seems like you could, like, use it as a weapon, right? You know, that you can use a weapon to try and sabotage other streamers and stuff like that, right? I mean, that if you have no recourse, and you're obviously not, you're not condoning it. You're condemning it, of course, right? You know, and you're immediately getting rid of them. But yeah, that's weird. Well, hopefully it was just an amusing little side story and it's done its thing. But that was strange. That is a first. I've had bots come up before that says, you know, like they do the thing, hey, I'm making a web page or some crap like that, right? I've had that a few times, but that's the first time I had one that did a full-on, like, engaged conversation. World gone crazy. Yeah, I think we were already there. That if it's gone crazy, that was a really short trip. Yeah. All right. So that looks solid. So we'll move on. Yeah. I don't know, man. Strange stuff. All right. One sec here. Yeah. That's about all you can say is, yeah. Yeah, well, is it a long one, or you can show me a snippet of it if you want to share. Did you throw it up on YouTube or something like that? All right. 13. Right. So I think center right would be the best one to try and start with. And let's go back. See what we did back in the day. Huh, that's weird. It's about 15 minutes, but you can skim through it. Well, okay. Well, why don't you like sort of like tell me a good spot in there, right? To jump to. Oh, shoot. Hold on. So I'm in the process of switching from Chrome to Edge, which is Chromium anyways, but it's a long story, but I have like 2 sets of logins. So it makes it a pain. I understand. I wish to proceed. All right. Yeah. Okay. I appreciate the humble nature of that, but yeah, maybe if you can like mention like there's one in particular good little bit. Oh, mercy. From all right, let's narrow it down slightly, okay? That's, you know, what is that? 14.36 minutes worth of content. All right, fine. You know what? We'll just jump in and randomly. How about that?
I don't think that would be very wise. Looks like the police are armed with lethal force right now. Looks like this situation might get a bit hairy.
All right, let's jump to like where you interview someone.
But
Beautiful spot.
would you say that you are better than that rabble at Elgin?
Yes, I do think we're better than them over there.
Back to our breaking news report.
Okay.
Hugo Bigglesworth with Weasel News here. Slight update to the previous news report. It seems that after they had a potential hostage.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, it has that welcome. It sounds like Uncle Albert. Yeah. Well, yeah, I get that. I do appreciate the improvisational nature of it. You know, that is funny. But yeah, it's the old Beatles. Excuse me, not Beatles. It'd be Wings. Paul McCartney and Wings. Uncle Albert, Admiral Halsey. That fine upper crust British accent, which I'm not even bother trying to do. I'm terrible at trying to do accents. Yeah, well, you nailed it. Yeah, absolutely nailed it. All right. So let me see how much I want to incorporate of this. All right. Let's go underground. Let's back to 13. Right. Like so. Okay. I will if I can. Usually after I wrap up, I gotta like deal with dog stuff and get dinner shortly thereafter. But I'll see if I can come by. I will try and visit. I've come home. I've joined your I've joined your stream a few times. All right. So that is let's see. Ow, you know what? No. That's the old 13RR. Old. And I think we want to borrow this guy. We do. Why didn't I select? Why does it lose selection? That's annoying. There we go. Okay. So that island, the private one that you play on, so do they add new content from time to time? Or is it pretty much, there's just so much there that it's pretty much good to go? Are they constantly feeding new stuff? Kind of like the full GTA does, where they're always putting in all new bells and whistles. All right, so that's what we have, and this is where we want to go. Oh, that was smart. Okay, so if I just finish the ledge off there, then he has to come around. I like that idea. Everything else is pretty much the same, though. Good. All right. So in this case, we can actually clear out both the easy and the hard. Gonna see if one day I can organize a ride-along as Hugo and do a mock live PD and name it LSPD Live. Alright, so I gotta get rid of all this crap on both sides. There's one guy doing all the coding for it. Wow, okay. But I mean, like in terms of like new assets and stuff like that, I mean, is that just coming from the actual original the game, or is there custom content as well? I can't remember if you told me. I'm sure you told me that before, but I don't recall. There we go. Let's go back to platforms. We're on tiles. So yeah, I think we did chase the bots away. At this point, it's been long enough that it's not, like you said, a bot train. So, that's a plus. Oops. Let's bounce this to highlights. The map cars, areas, animations, etc. are part of GTA 5. Got it. Alright. I wasn't sure if he was adding, if somebody was contributing more to it, or if it's just the, oh yeah, okay. Alright, so that we don't need to change. This we need to change. Clean that off. Clean these off. Alright. And we'll go ahead and stretch this out. Ooh, that's not good. I didn't realize that whole thing was the same one. That's ugly. How did I miss that? Alright, I'm going to backtrack here for a second. Is that true? Oh, it is. It's true for all these. Yikes. Bad. Alright. Let's do something different here. Like so. Yeah, that's good. Alright. I'm not sure why I missed that before. But yeah, I always hate that when I see one tile that just repeat across. When I first started throwing the levels together, I was just using the same one, but I thought I went through and cleaned everyone up, but I missed that one. So now is the perfect time to go in and clean this. Oops. Wrong item. Wrong lever. Like so. Good. Alright. Platform selected. Switch back to underground tiles. Like that. There you go. Back to highlight. Like that. And here. Okay, he's good. 13LR. And then we gotta go back to RR. Fix that. But FiveM that we used, that team Rever used, engine the GTA Online code, made it runnable on a private server. Got it. That doesn't connect to Rockstar servers, and all of the 5. I got it. So it's pretty complex. Yeah. Oh, I can imagine, man. I could have no idea how you bypass all that stuff and modify the code so it will run on a private server. That's pretty amazing stuff for sure. Yeah. Well, you know, like I said, the coding stuff pretty much I barely manage. All right. So let's come in here, clean this stuff up. Oops, didn't select. Sometimes it will select, sometimes it doesn't. There he goes. All right, we got the gap. Good. All right, so now we're good. Platform selected. Cool. All right, let's do this. We'll just kind of drop some of these in random. Like that. Here. And then this one. Oops, same one. This one and this one. And that goes up there. Goes down here. Almost done. Stay on target. And done. Well, for the DMV school, in-game uses 3 coding languages just to work. Java, Lua, and HTML, for example, and that's just so they the play can do a Turing test and short driving test, so you can get a driver's license. So you get that's wild. So you can actually apply for a driver's license in the game, right? Is that what you're saying? That's pretty amazing. Wow. Okay. Sounds to me like somebody should be hiring this guy to do game development, like on a proper scale. I mean, I can't imagine how many hours, how much work goes into doing that kind of thing. I mean, well, I know how many hours it takes for my thing, and this is just a small little dinky game in comparison. All right, so he has to come up there. All right. Let's see, that's not middle. We'll say that's middle. So 14. Where is he? It's close, but not exactly perfect. Is it 13? Yeah, okay. like so, and then we get change the offset. Nope. We'll say we'll just leave it at 7. That's good enough. Right, and then his direction is -1 because he's going to his left. I guess that way. All right, and that should change it. Runtime. I guess I could do it here. There. It fixes itself at runtime anyways. When I was deving it, it took me 80 to 120 hours to make an inventory system with 80 items in it, get all the codes for the 25 shops, and hidden areas like the black market and illegal gun store. Jeez, man, that sounds like an insane amount of work. And the guy just, I mean, does he have some kind of GoFundMe kind of concept? I mean, something to like sort of boost it, or is he just doing it because he wants to? All right. So let me check this one out. 13RR. Let me bust out my old reference here. That's about the same. Yes. That's all the same. Yes. Yeah. All right. I think we're there. RR. Let's test it out. Then 40 hours to make civ jobs to work like truck driving and etc. He does it for free, but people can donate. Oh, that's cool. Well, I hope he gets some cash out of it. Sounds to me like Rockstar should be hiring him, though. Right? Okay. Yeah, we're good. Let's try it out. Oops. Wait. Why? Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't move the hole over. Dummy. Wow. It's like, why is it all foobarred? Because I'm an idiot. That's why. 2, 3. Clear up that one. Clear up that one. Like so. Like that. Like that. Yeah, true. I mean, I would if I mean, you gotta believe that Rockstar. I mean, you could tell me, Aaron, but I mean, I'd assume the game has a pretty decent following, right? I assume there's a ton of people that play on there, so you have to believe that Rockstar is aware of it, and it, you know, I mean, I'm glad they haven't done any kind of cease and desist kind of stuff for it, but at the same time, it seems like they turn around and kind of go, yeah, we need to go ahead and get this guy in the door. I mean, he's making a better game than we're making. You know? I mean, where's GTA 6 after all these years? Alright. So we got that. So let's hit him. And let's drop in some highlights. And then this one should be nice and polished. Ready to go. Right there. There. Nope. Okay. Here. And is it this one? Yeah. This guy. And since I'm here, let me zap him. Like that. Like that. And then this guy. Here and here. Alright. Let's check it out again. I think we're done now. At least for this level. Interesting. What? Wait. Oh, did I just put in the wrong... I didn't put in the wrong level, did I? Oh, I didn't make the hole. I made a hole, and then I, like, cleaned it back up. I filled it back in, I guess. I did. Wow. Binary Ferret is now following. Binary Ferret, thank you for the follow. Welcome. let's go like that. How's it going? And don't take it personal, but I hope you're not a bot, because I've had a few bots that have dropped by. Going well, thanks, matey. Yourself? Doing well, thanks, man. Just plugging away on my game. Don't know if you know too much about Star Trek, but I'm making the world's first video game. Oh, and you know what? I don't have it handy. Where's my... Here we go. No, I'm not? Okay. Well, that's a good start. Yeah, I don't know why. I've never had that before, but I got inundated with several bots that were talking stuff. So, anyways, if you know anything about Star Trek, there's a classic episode called The Trouble with Tribbles. That's over 50 years ago. And I have got the license that allows me to make a video game based off of Tribbles and Glommers, which came from the animated Star Trek show. And Glommers were made by genetically engineered by Klingons to eat Tribbles. So, nice. Yeah, thanks, man. So, I've been working on about a year. I have a demo that's available on Steam and itch if you want to give it a try. What I'm doing right now is the demo version has a casual mode, which is pretty beatable, right? It doesn't take that much effort to beat it, so I hadn't originally planned this, but what I'm doing now is there's a more challenging arcade level, and I'm trying to set up the levels for that to offer more of a distinct challenge. But I got this all torn apart. Let's see. Hey, you know what? Here, let's do it this way. I'll knock this out, and it should still be underground. So let's do a quick play here. See if we're in arcade. Nope, let's take it out of arcade, put it into casual. Here we go. Yeah, I haven't done a playthrough here today. Give a quick look. So, it's basically a vertical climber, kind of inspired by like Spelunky, Super Meat Boy, Downwell, that kind of thing. And this is a casual mode, so it's a little easier to beat. And why is there not a can up there? Oh, that's a bug. I knocked a can out. That should be up there. Oh, you know what? Let me turn on the sound effects. Mute my music here for a second so you can actually hear what's going on in the game. Here's some that nice music. And hear the tribble. The art style is lovely. Thanks. I would love to take credit for that, but I have a very talented artist named Daniel Thomas, who I've worked with for over a decade now. So he actually knocked out the art. I am doing the programming and the animation. Game design, programming, animation, that's me. But yeah, I will not take credit for the art. If you like the way it moves, then I'll take credit for that. But otherwise, yeah, very, very talented artist. There you go. So, little bonus rooms. I like the way he moves also. Oh, thanks. Okay, well, that one I'll take credit for. So, thank you for that. Yeah, so actually animation has been my day job for over a couple of decades now. So, I've been doing that for a long time. Game dev, I've been doing for about a decade now. This is actually my 7th game that I've done. But the first one with a intellectual property that I had rights to. So that's kind of fun. Nice. Yeah, thanks, man. So, there you go. So the gist of it is Tribbles love to eat food that they find on ships. And they're more of a pest, right? And then this guy gets caught, and the captain, in a fit of rage, beams him into the center of this planet. So you're now in the core of this planet, and you're trying to climb your way out to safety. And then the cans of food will replenish your health, and then the gems come into play in between rounds. It allows you to either replenish your health if you need to, or buy power-ups that'll give you either a force field that lasts for like 10 seconds, or a sonic attack. So we're almost there. Go ahead and collect these guys as well. But yeah, you see I'm not really taking any damage. Number one, I've been playing this game for a year now, over a year now. But two, also this is the casual kind of gameplay mode. Alright, so here, if you had damage, you could use your cash in your gems, which I have like 1,000 just because I've been doing testing, which means that the gems haven't reset. So I have an insane amount of gems, which I normally would not have in game. Normally you'd have maybe you could rack up about 150 to 200. So here, it gives me a good chance to demonstrate the power-ups. So here we have here's the force field. So for 10 seconds, you're basically unstoppable, right? You're not going to take any damage. And then sonic attack. you can use those for knocking out the bad guys. So the lower level bad guys, like the glommers and their sandworms, you can use those and it'll actually wipe them out completely. Later on, there's more advanced enemies. There's an alien ape, and also some cat-like alien red shirt guys that you just kind of knock out, but they come right back. So and this is the map where you can see the progress. So you start off in the spaceship, you get beamed down to the core of the planet, and you're climbing your way back out. So that's the gist of it. And like I said, if you want to give it a look, and please feel free to wishlist it. I would love to have a wish list. That obviously helps the exposure on Steam. So if you are a Steam person, feel free to give that a wish list. But there you go. That's a quick rundown of the game. Binary, how about you, man? Are you a game developer yourself? Or are you just, let me hit the wrong thing. I meant to mute that. Let me back this down a little bit and put my tunes back on. There you go. So it's not just me. All right. And then, let's see. What move there? Oh, okay. All right. Hey, human. Yeah, Aaron was around earlier when we were talking to the bots, right? Rather. Thanks for the rundown. Yeah, I jumped ship from software dev to game dev nearly 2 years ago, working full-time currently for a small studio in England. Oh, sweet. Hey, Aaron, you got a neighbor there, buddy. That's cool. So are you working in Unity, Unreal, or a custom engine? Obviously, this is Unity myself. I've been using Unity for... Oh, see, there you go. You guys are neighbors. Why don't you probably live like 2 blocks apart from each other? UE4 for full-time work, and Unity in my own personal time. Personal project is Unity. Oh, sweet. Yeah, and I mean, I've said this a million times too. Prospect Games. That sounds familiar. You mind if I check that out? Prospect Games. Oops. Hit the wrong thing. There you go, Prospect Games. That sounds familiar. Oh, sweet. Alright, so actually I don't know these, but just for some reason the name sounded familiar. That's pretty, though. And that's what I was going to say, was the fact that, yeah, I don't blame, if you have a team of people, then I don't blame anyone for going the Unreal route. Like 45 minutes with. There you go, man. I was close. You guys are pretty much neighbors. Yeah, but for individuals, I think just the amount of tools that are out there that you can plug and play kind of plugins, I think Unity is a fantastic way to go. But in terms of like beautiful looking games, yeah, Unreal is just unreal. Especially the new one, man. Really impressive stuff. Well, thanks for sharing, man. And thanks for coming by. Thanks for the follow. So you're I know you can't talk about the company work, but so your own personal project. You want to talk about that at all? What kind of game you're trying to make? I love both. However, Unity ticks more boxes for me that I enjoy. Yeah. I messed with Unreal back in 2007. I did an animation for a commercial for Unreal Tournament a million years ago, and we had to do it with the in-game tools, and that was frustrating. Obviously, that was, over 13 years ago, so 14 years ago. So obviously, tools were probably a lot more primitive back then. It doesn't take 30 minutes to delete a file. Oh, really? Is that what is it, Unreal? Yeah. All right. So let's see. I was here. Oh yeah, I gotta fix up this hole here. Well, that's cool, man. But yeah, like I said, if you want to share what you're working on yourself, feel free. I mean, Aaron knows this. I've asked him before too. He's sharing what he's. Oh, sweet. Okay. So yeah. That's cool. And I love that. I think that's probably the best small team kind of setup. Whereas like one is just handling the art side and one handling the programming side. I mean, if you're dumb enough to do something where you're trying to do all the programming and basically all the art yourself, you're stupid. Oh yeah, that's me. But in my case, it's just, I'm trying to get big enough that I can actually pay the people to do it, for me, with me, however you want to say it. But hopefully this game will give me the opportunity to do that. Just a few hours here and there after work, nothing major. The artist is another developer who has released mini games. I can't art at all, so it's nice to work with someone. Or Aaron, yeah, sorry, man. Didn't mean that. You were collateral damage. I didn't mean to take a pot shot across your bow as well there. Oops. All right. So what the heck? We'll drop this one in here like so. Bounce this up. Go here like so. Done. There he goes. Yep. I usually am. I'm only serious if I'm talking to bots that are posting weird links and saying weird things. Oh, shoot. I forgot. I knocked out my hard code stuff here. Let me put that back in. Like so. Like so. Do I have a Discord? Absolutely. Oh, you found it? Yeah, it's on the page down below. But yeah, please hit me up over there. That's all right. Most people don't look, so. There we go. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Yeah, welcome. There you go. Oh, my cell phone's blowing up too. Everyone's got to tell me. Got it. Discord's telling me. Everyone's telling me. Cool. Yeah, thanks for coming to the Discord, man. So I'm still plugging away on this, but I've also started the ball rolling on the game that follows this too. Taken me 4+ years so far with the artwork, and the bits I've done am not even 20% done. Yeah, where am I? I'm a little over a year myself. But like I said, I did have an artist that helped do the 2D art for me. But yeah, the next game is going to be a point-and-click adventure game based on a pretty famous sci-fi intellectual property as well, though I haven't spilled the beans on that yet. But the cool thing was I'll share this. How about this? I'll give you guys a little insight since you're here. I did do a proof of concept test, and I sent it off to the my partners, the intellectual property holders, and got a major sign off on them. They're really happy with what I did. So, yay, that's always great. When you show it to the powers to be and they give a super big thumbs up. Even one of the characters too that's in the game, the real life performer, saw that and they complimented it. So, double thumbs up. But yeah, yeah, it is. It was one of those things that I wasn't sure which direction to go with the game initially, but at first I was if you look at like some of my streams a million years ago, I hinted at the fact that my next game was going to be like Zelda-like, right? Much larger scope, and that was my original intention, to make it more like an explorational kind of shoot 'em up kind of hack and slash type game like Zelda. But what I did was I went back and looked at the fan base for this subject matter, and what I got a sense of from this fan base was the fact that that's not the kind of stuff they wanted. From the stuff I was reading in their comments, I got a sense that what they really wanted was another season, right, for their show. And that's when I kind of went, oh, you know what? Maybe I need to shift gears and make this more of a point-and-click adventure game so I can focus on the story and the characters and that kind of stuff that all the fans really love. So that's why I sort of went that direction. And thankfully, my partners, the IP holders, were very gracious in letting me shift gears like that. Any hints you can give that Bandit is to the band? Yeah, well, it's not a band. It's from Sci-Fi World. But I will be spilling the beans pretty soon. I mean, not. So at this point, the goal is to work on a vertical slice of the new game, right, and present that to publishers and backers and the brand. Yeah. Not at this point. Not at this point. Sorry, man. I don't mean to be a jerk about it, but the reason why is because obviously when you put it out there, especially for something that's a public IP, if it was just something like it was my next game, hey, I'm gonna do like a Goofy whatever, then I'll share it right from the start. But because this has intellectual property tied to it, I want to make sure that once I go public with it, it's like a big presentation. So unfortunately, not at this point. But so the goal is, now that I've done an animation test and shown it to the powers that be and got a big thumbs up, I'll start working on a vertical slice version of it. And once that's done, like I said, I present that to publishers. And what do I get the feeling it's Firefly or Battlestar Galactica? Firefly, I didn't work on. I had the chance to work on Serenity. I had a chance to work on Serenity, but all my friends that were working on the show said it was such a nightmare that I didn't. And Battlestar Galactica, I think you know this, Aaron, but yeah, I animated the Cylons. So no, I've gotten Battlestar Galactica out of my system. I worked on that, the real one, and besides, there's already Battlestar Galactica games out there, right? So yeah, no. Sorry, good guesses on both parts. All the visual effects were done by the same visual effects studio, Zoic Studios. That was my bread and butter for 17 years? Yeah, 17 years, on and off. But good guess, but Oh, wait, I didn't talk about that before? Yeah. The very first episode, called 33, where Hilo is down on the planet and he's getting chased by the Cylons. That was me. We actually got nominated for an Emmy for that one, but we actually lost to the pilot episode of Lost. So, but I got to go. My wife and I got to go to the Emmys. That was fun. And I got to model and animate a clothing optional version of Boomer in the season finale episode, where she lands inside the Cylon base star and she gets confronted by a bunch of naked versions of Boomer. I got paid to model a clothing optional version of Boomer, an animator, believe it or not. And then season 2, the episode where the Cylons actually get on the Galactica and like hack everyone up, that was all me too. That was a fun one. Back in the good old days, I got to do that as well. So yep, I have some Cylon stuff in my past. Yep, long time ago. Unfortunately, the show kind of got outsourced. Oh, which, by the way, funny thing. So, to bring it full circle. So, I was hired to animate all the Cylons. And we got a couple episodes in. And they just said, sorry, it just got outsourced to Canada. And that's when I went, oh, God, that's the future. We're all going to get outsourced. So, that was the moment that I started tinkering with game development. Right? And that was the catalyst. And it was about 4 years later before I finally decided I got to get serious about it. And in 2008 is when I really started spending all my nights and weekends on trying to make my first game. But it was losing Canada. But it went all over the place. It went to like 3 different houses in Canada. And then they ended up creating an in-house company at the was it the Universal lot? No, was it it was it Universal or Paramount? But they created, I think it was Universal. They created an in-house development team there, which a few of them were the Zoic guys just brought in-house. But yep. So nope, neither Firefly nor Battlestar Galactica. But good guesses. But definitely sci-fi, but not those. So, but no, that was fun. I got to, if you ever watch the trailer, there's a couple of shots in there that from the opening sequence and stuff like that was stuff that I animated, like when the hand, there's one shot where the silent hand goes like this. Hey, as a matter of fact, okay, how about this? Gratuitous plug. I think I actually had a compilation because Sci-Fi put all of the episodes of Battlestar Galactica on for free, and so I put together a little compilation. See if I can find it. Is this it? Oh, here we go. All right, I'll mute the music, but so yeah, if you're curious, here is a quick rundown. This isn't everything, but this is a quick rundown of some of the stuff that I animated a whole bunch of years ago. Here you go. This is Cylon. Should I make it a little larger? Like so. Oh, did I just totally butcher the aspect ratio? We'll find out. There you go. Yeah, there was a clothing optional version of Boomer in there. Oh yeah, okay, that's all yeah, so there you go. They paid me to model and animate a clothing optional version of Boomer. Can you believe that? So there you go. That's just some of the stuff. I threw it together really fast. I really wish someone would make a new Star Trek, the next gen point and click game that's new or remastered like the old ones. Those are fun, weren't they? I love those, man. I had on my early PC days, I had the Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, I think, and the Star Trek adventure game. And it's so funny because they came on floppy disks, right? But back then, my hard drive, well, I still remember, it was a 486 SX25 with 4 meg of RAM and a 150 megabyte hard drive, which was funny because the floppy disks for the Indiana Jones game and the Star Trek game were so large that I could only have one game at a time on there. So I would have to, like, whichever game I wanted to play, I had to, like, uninstall the other one and put the other one on there. But yeah, I do agree, man. I love those old ones. I think the downside is I don't know how much of a fan base there truly is these days. So, I mean, I'm making a point and click adventure, completely aware of the fact that it's not gonna have a Fortnite following, right? It's not one of these things that it's not gonna sell 100 million, 200 million copies, right? And that's okay, right? Point and click adventure games, because they don't have multiplayer, because they don't really have necessarily much of a replay value, they tend to suffer for that reason, but I still think there's enough of a user base, and especially ones that will want to play a new adventure with this, that I think the game will do pretty well, and I'm looking forward to showing you guys, because it's fun. It's not going to be photoreal. It's going to be stylized, kind of a little cartoonish, but not like Pixar-ish cartoonish, right? Kind of right in the line there. But yeah, I would love that too. But I got to believe that trying to get a Star Trek license, yeah, that would be pricey. I don't know for a fact, but I'm just speculating that could not be cheap. Also, the fact that if you're going to do that, you also have to pay all of the estates, right? And get, clearances for all the different actors and actresses. I may not sell a game to the level of Fortnite, even though it's free, but retro is majorly coming back. I hope so. I hope Tribbles finds an audience, and I hope that we can, also have some good success with the next one. All right. Did I check this one out or not? I got totally sidetracked there, but sorry about that. 13RR, I think it was good. It'd be far cheaper to remake the past games than new ones. That is true. Thanks for sharing your really interesting past. I must bugger off now to bed as I'm knackered. Yet you're a whole bunch of hours ahead of me. I understand that. Given Troubles a wish list. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And look forward to catching one of your streams in the future. Binary, thanks for coming by, buddy. And good luck on your Endless Runner. And I hope you can make it by some other time. But I understand. Yeah, you were definitely, I think, 8 or 9 hours ahead of me. So thanks for coming by, buddy. I appreciate that. Cheers. Have a good one. You too, man. Thanks for coming by, and thanks for the follow. I do appreciate that a lot. And the wish list. Thank you. I was saying, have a good one. Yeah, it would be far. It would. That would be interesting. So I don't know if you're familiar with Night Dive Studios. A friend of mine actually is the producer there, and they've been doing that. They've been taking some of the older games and updating them. They're doing System Shock right now. But I agree, man. It would be pretty cool to take just that one alone, right? The classic Star Trek graphic adventure game. Actually, you know what? Hold that thought. I'm going to duck out for a quick restroom break, but hang tight, and then we'll talk about that Star Trek game for a little while. Hang tight, guys. I'll be right back. There we go. And I'm back. Look at that. I step away for 2 seconds and everything happens. Vinny, welcome back, buddy. How's it going, man? Wait, is the microphone actually working? Okay, I never trust the microphone when I come back from a pause like that. Hey, I had a, Allison, Piffer? Had a follow there. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. I'm sorry I wasn't here to thank you when it happened. Thank you so much. What's up, Vinny? How's it going, man? So, feverishly trying to, I was just, oh, okay. Oh, so you were here, okay. So then you heard the conversation we were talking about? I was gonna take a quick look at, the old Star Trek, graphic adventure images. Alright, there it is. Yeah, and I think Aaron's totally right. I think there is a market for it, right? I mean, this was such a fun game. And I would love to see an updated version of it. But I'm just speculating. But my guess on why we haven't seen an update of it is... oh, it just... Oh, okay, gotcha. I'm sorry. Should I bust out that video again? There you go. There you go. So if any of this looks familiar, this is stuff that I worked on a million years ago. There you go. I think that's actually, I threw it together, but I think I did, when I threw the clips together, it's all 24 FPS, frame per second, but I think I threw it at 30, and I was too lazy to actually correct it, so it actually plays a little faster than it should. But, oh, that's cool. So, yeah, I got to work on the old BSG series. As I was mentioning earlier, we got nominated for an Emmy for the very first episode, 33, that I got to work on. And we didn't win. We lost to Lost, but who cares, man? I got to go to the Emmys. That was just by itself, man. it would have been nice to have a little statue, that kind of stuff, but who cares? I got a certificate that says I got nominated, and I got to walk the red carpet and then yelled at the reporters to get out of the way so they could take photos of people that mattered. Yeah, it was fun. A whole group of us went. A bunch of our visual effects guys, we all went together, and we had one of them rented a limo, and yeah, we got to go in style. Yeah, that was a ton of fun, man. And if I remember correctly too, it was funny because I was running a fever. I had like a 102 fever, and my wife was kind of going, you know what, maybe we shouldn't go. It's like, I'm going. Who cares? Fevers come and go, man. I mean, yeah. But yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe this is the first and last time I ever get like an Emmy nomination, and it was. It was actually my first and last. Primarily because sort of stuff changed. Okay, I don't want to badmouth too much, but things changed over time, and what happened is over time they started nominating more of the producers, right, and the supervisors more than the actual artists that were doing the work. So it was harder for artists to actually get included for nominations. But anyways, get off my soapbox. Welcome back, Aaron. All right, do I still have it up? Let's see. There we go. Yeah, so we were discussing the classic Star Trek graphic adventure game. Everything is political. it kind of feels that way, but that's great. I mean, I'm happy that I was there at a time where so I got 1 Emmy nomination, and I got 2 nominations by the Visual Effects Society. So I'm thrilled that I was there long ago when artists still got actually tossed in the mix. So it makes for great conversation piece and great memories. So my thought about this, of why we haven't seen an update, is I think probably twofold. Number one, it was oh shoot, who's the company? I'm blanking on the company's name, but they're gone, right? Next Gen one I like because they got the whole cast to voice act in it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, fine. Oh shoot, who's the company? It was Interplay. There it is, Interplay. So Interplay is dead and gone, right? So I think one of the issues is probably who owns the rights now, right? And it's been so long ago that the game was released, right? We're talking decades ago. And on top of that, all of the clearances that they had with all the actors and actresses in terms of likeness and the voice talent, it may have been for a finite amount of time, right? So 92, holy crap. So it is almost, we're talking nearly 30 years ago this game came out again. So, but yeah, I would love to snap up the rights to do an update on that, but I don't know if that's even a feasible thing. But I mean, this is kind of exactly what my friend's company does. I do accept that I see everything you do online, except huh? Wait, do you accept that I see everything you do online? Okay, I'm not sure what that means. You clicked that. Oh, the yeah, right. Yeah, the cookies. It's the cookies. Yeah. It's the classic cookies thing. Yes, fine. You can have all my information, which is fine because I don't really use Chrome that much anymore anyways, and I don't really go to interesting sites. No. Because at first I was kind of going, wait, what did I miss? Oh crap, yeah. But I would play this. But yeah, so Night Dive. I don't know if you guys know Night Dive. But yeah, my friend Larry is the producer over there. And so they're doing exactly that. They're taking some old classic games, right? So Doom 64, right? Sin, right? Which is awesome. Blood, Turok 2. Oh, Blood is so great. When you get to hell, tell them I sent you. You get a group discount. It had so many great lines in that one. Turok 2. So they're taking all the, and then of course System Shock, taking all these classic games and they're doing updates on them. So, Yeah, there's a huge market for that. Yeah, no, exactly. GOG is doing it, of course, right? You know, so you have GOG, and then we have Night Dive as well. But yeah, I would love to have the opportunity. I mean, once again, my next game, point and click adventure. So I mean, this kind of stuff is right up my alley. But excuse me, I have no clue where to even begin in terms of who has the rights. Oh, you want a Chrono Trigger remake so bad? nothing yet. Yeah, I remember that one. Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah, I gotta admit, I'm not a big RPG player. I'm a little more trigger happy than that, but I know that has a massive following for sure. Yeah, the Squaresoft. Boy, did they ever amount to anything? Juggernauts that they are. Fantastic at making games. Movies, not so much. Oh, it has like 10 different endings. Oh, sweet. Oh, really? No, wait, Aaron. Is Interplay actually still around, or is it like bought? In the same way that technically Atari is still around, but Nolan Bushnell's Atari is long dead, right? So is Interplay still Interplay, or is it just bought? Entertainment. Coming soon. I don't know if I'd really call that... okay, technically there's something here, but... Alright. So if you go to GOG, so if we... Let's see what's on GOG. Probably just the originals, right? Yeah, so 25th anniversary. Yeah, not soon enough. But you are so right. Yeah, because you have the original voices, dude, this just begs for a makeover, doesn't it? Yeah, I think it really does. Which means it's either a rights issue or somebody's already doing it. I'm not sure which. But yeah, I had a fun time playing this one back in the day. '92, June of '92. Holy crap. All right, well, we'll see. Although, actually, so I'm hinting at the next one as being a point-and-click adventure game, but I'm also trying to secure the rights for another one after that. That would be point-and-click adventure as well, which I think would also be a super fun one. But, you know, sorry, don't mean to tease, but no details yet. So Vinny, so basically you got Chrono Trigger as the game that you would love to see an update on. Any other people out there that have, like, you know, the one dream game that they would love to see come back to life? Don't know if there's one that I could think of offhand. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's like one game in particular I would love. Let's see. All right. Yeah, look at that. Sharpay still at 920 points, man. Sharpay played this game way too much, didn't he? All right. I guess I should try and finish this up. Where am I at here? Actually, this one might be good. All right. So this is the hard version. Let's see if I can do it without screwing up. Like so. Up, and away. Here. So, Aaron, going back to the conversation about Battlestar Galactica, I always say BSG, but Battlestar, that game has a rich storyline. It does, doesn't it? Oh, you talking about Chrono Trigger? I don't know. Okay, to be honest, I remember the game, but I didn't really play it myself. But I know some of those RPGs had insane amounts of storytelling. But yeah, I actually did a million years ago. I did actually try and pitch the idea of doing a Battlestar Galactica game, but back in the day, the people I was working with that had the connection to Universal, they were basically not interested because Universal at that time, and this is when BSG was still on the air, they wanted so much money just for the rights to make the game, and then you had to worry about clearances on all the actors and actresses, the voice, and then you had to pay royalties on top of that. So at least back then it was a non-starter. So I can't imagine that it's gotten that much easier over time. All right. So, let me switch this over to make sure that I didn't screw anything up in the easy mode. Or casual mode. We'll call it casual, not easy. But Aaron, you got any game that you can think of? It's just like you would love to see that get redone? I mean, aside from the Star Trek, of course. But who knows? If I oh, you know what? Oh, shoot. Yeah, he's got to go away. That should only be on the hard level. So let me make him paired up. Hard content. There he goes. All right, now he should go away. The one I was talking about was Star Trek. Oh, the Next Gen. Oh, gotcha. All right, so now that one had better graphics, right? That one was a little more advanced. At least if memory serves correctly. Let's see. Spectrum Holobyte. That's another one I don't think is technically still around anymore. Maybe in pieces. I mean, didn't Spectrum Holobyte get their start doing like flight simulators, military flight simulators? Star Trek. Graphic. Oops, I can't type. There we go. Let's check this one out. Back to images. One of the most wanted games was a remake of Link's Awakening, and it finally got remade. But there are many games I want to see then remade. Yeah, it's I was 95. Really? Wow. Okay, now this is just painful. For 95, this was actually pretty good. I'll admit. But, yeah, okay, I remember this. They had, like, hey, look at that. You even got him leaning on the rail. That's so in character, for sure. I love it. Yeah, I do remember this. God, it's been so long. I don't remember that. I guess I was playing it in English, but... yeah, I think this is one that could also do with an updated cleanup. But I still go back to, I don't know, Spectrum Holobyte. I think they're long gone, right? Let's see. Defunct 1998. So there you go. So then you start going down that scary thing. And I've talked to my friend Larry over at Night Dive, and he's told me some of the horror stories that he's gone through in terms of, like, once a company dies, everyone that ever had anything to do with it believes that they own the rights from that point on, right? So then it becomes that, and I've seen that in some of the videos for GOG as well, right? Good Old Games, how they have to sort of like thread the needle and try and get everyone to sign off on, the rights to the game and let them do it, right? Which to me, that's, oh God, that is the worst part of trying to make a game, is dealing with all that crap. But yeah, so they're totally gone. So I have no idea where to even start looking at who owns the rights to even consider making a sequel, or not a sequel, but a updated version of it. But yeah, it's surprising. I mean, the graphics are still not bad. I mean, for that day and age, it's pretty good. My opinion would be, if it's a Star Trek game, it would go back to the owner. You'd think, but the way the licensing works, depending on how the contract was written, right? It could be one of those things that whomever licenses it has it for in perpetuity, or has it for X amount of years, or if that company goes defunct, another company can buy that company, and then they assume the rights to it. And it's very specific too. I mean, it's one of those things that just because you have the rights, you have the rights to this game, right? So like a perfect example of it was Broccoli, who made James Bond, right? He had a fight with the studio, and he basically kind of got pushed out. And he had Thunderball. He had the rights to the James Bond movie Thunderball. And he couldn't make a new James Bond movie. All he could do was remake Thunderball. So he remade it and called it Never Say Never Again, right? Because that's all he could do. So it was a weird kind of thing that he made a new Bond movie, but it's actually an old Bond movie. So because he had that very specific rights, right? You know, so something like this, there could be a thing, depending on how the contracts are written, right? That it could be that you could remake this game if you could secure the rights to this, right? But you never know. And to me, that's the terrifying part, is you can start the ball rolling, and then you have somebody that comes up and busts out an army of lawyers and says that, no, that's not the way the contract's read. We see it differently, and now we want $10 million right now. Or, you know, and then put an injunction on the game's development and that kind of stuff. Vinny, man, the copyright law began to secure authors from piracy, and now it's used just to make companies get money easily. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not even going down the road of patent trolls. That's a whole nother nasty kind of thing. But, you know, I mean, I understand that if you create something, you know, but it's that weird nebulous thing, right? It's when somebody has it, right? And it happens too outside of this, right? If you think about it, like, you know, a parent of a family, right? And if the parent dies and they have these possessions and there's all these kids, and every one of the kids says, no, dad wanted me to have it, right? And then they all feel entitled to those items, kind of thing. Only child, so not kind of something I've gone through personally, thank God. But, you know, kind of a similar kind of instance, right? Where you have these companies that anyone that had an association with it, right? Either they legitimately feel like they're the ones that should inherit it, or they just kind of look at it as an opportunistic kind of moment to try and snag it away for themselves. Alan VD, hey, congrats on the toss there. Welcome. So, yeah, I would love to see an update of both of those Star Trek games for sure, right? And because of my animation background, getting into point-and-click adventures is probably not a terrible idea for me, right? You know, and kind of focusing on that. And if I can find a market, if I can make it viable, then I wouldn't mind staying in that realm anyways. Like the time a guy tried suing Ubisoft for them using the Animus when he claimed to have built it and works the same way it does in the games and looked identical. Okay, not familiar with that one. But, I mean, yeah, there's been countless cases, legitimate and less so, right, where people have been completely ripped off, and sometimes they just kind of go, hey, it's close enough, or, you know, I have a patent. Okay, I'm not even going to go down that road. That's just going to get me all worked up. Oh, and Assassin's Creed. Oh, okay. Claim to have built it or worked the same way. But, I mean, that shouldn't matter anyways, right? That's not something you can really kind of copyright, right? In terms of, like, game components. Wouldn't it be better to have something around percentages of profit? Yeah, and that's, you know, I mean, that's the way Tribbles, that's the way Tribbles works, is a split revenue instead of buying the rights. Oh, but no, I don't think you ever buy the rights. You're licensing the rights, right? That's what I've done both on this and my next project. And it's very, very specific. You know, like I mentioned, for this one, I can't do Enterprise, I can't do Spock, Bones, Kirk, any of that kind of stuff. All I can do is Tribbles, right, and Glommers and Quadritricale, right? So it's a very specific license, and that is what I have for this amount of time. And then the other one too is a similar thing where I have the rights to do a very specific thing, right, for the time allotted, right? Excuse me. So, I mean, I don't know if anyone ever really does buy it outright. You know, I think you're just sort of securing the permission to do it. They use a machine called an Animus, where a user would go in and they use the DNA to... All right, okay. Yeah, I played the first one for a while, and I remember the machine, it kind of looks like a MRI machine, right? Kind of thing where you lay down and it scans you. So that's not that original. To me, that's if I'm a judge reviewing that, I go, you know what, prior art, boom, we're done, man. Get it out of here. Yeah. Yeah, because usually there's no incentive for an IP holder to actually sell their intellectual property unless it's for a lot of money or they're desperate, right? If they're going bankrupt and they need the cash, then they can sell the intellectual property. But yeah, usually it's a license deal. Well, you know, kudos for the bravery of the guy that wants to take on Ubisoft, but something tells me he got his head handed to him in the end, right? I don't know if that's one of those things that he had a lawyer that was doing a pro bono on the hopes that they could just get like a go away money, right? Fine, here's $100K, go leave us alone, or if he honestly thought he had a chance. But I don't know. I mean, that kind of stuff just terrifies me. You know, the whole frivolous lawsuit kind of concept. Companies suing Nintendo for the Wii remote. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and it sounds like most of them have already gotten tossed, right? I'm sure there's probably still more out there, but yeah. Yep. Like I said, I'm not going to go down that road. I'm not going to go down the discussion of patents and all that kind of stuff. That's just, you know, that's going to get ugly fast. Yeah, because then we're just going to get a bunch of bots that are going to come in here and want to talk about patents, right? In 5 different languages. Aaron, we had a strange one today, man. That was weird, having some freaky bots talking weird stuff. All right, let's see. Yeah. All right, so I think I got this cleaned up. So I managed to at least get... Yeah, I know. All right, so I got through a couple levels. I think I did more chatting than I did working, but yeah, I enjoyed the conversation for sure. All right, so 13, 14, 15, 16. So the good news is I only have these 3 levels left. Then I'm going to go back and do a second pass where I make sure that I've got all the lava and stuff, all the detailed stuff cleaned up and ready to go. But the point is hopefully I'll have, in the next few days, an update to the demo that will have both the casual and the arcade mode. So those that have been playing it, and by the way, there have been some people playing it and posting videos. I'll show you. See if I can find it. Oops. Had a couple people that have done some, there you go, some gameplay video. So that's a good start. That's a good sign. I haven't even formally started trying to get any influencers playing it. So that's pretty cool that a couple people have done it. But watching them play it, that's what I realized, the fact that, okay, I need to offer more challenging content, right? To let them choose. If they want easy, if they want hard, you get your choice in the demo. So I'm going to go back and add that. Finish it. That's what I'm doing here. So I got 13, so 14, 15, 16. Nice. Vinny's up to 140. Still got a little ways to go before you catch up to Sharkbait, but I'm sure Sharkbait's going to get nervous here. All right. So unless you guys got anything else to chat about with the game stuff, I may go ahead and call it a day here. But I don't think my wife has locked up the dog yet. Nope, that's right, because he stopped doing the streaming stuff. So I can actually do my little cameos. You have to get yourself to 300 first? Oh, wait. That's still a little ways away, isn't it? That's like 110 points shy, isn't it? Let's see. There it is. Does that bring up to 200? Let's see. No, 150. Oh, you're at 150. Dude, you still got a little ways to go. See you soon. All right, Aaron, I'm going to do my best to come over there and hang out. But now I get to do my cameo again. Let's see. Should we get the real thing? Get a little cameo from Penny if she's here. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Can you tell she's ready to... she's ready to go in the backyard and do it for real. Ah. Yep. Frisbee? 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 Alright. Yep. Okay. It's about that time. Alright, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Vinny, good to see you again. Aaron, as always. And I'll try and come over and check out your stream, your GTA World of Madness. Yeah. Vinny, thanks for coming by again, buddy. And yeah, and thanks to all the new people that came by and said hello. And thanks to the bots. And please, bots, feel free not to return. Alright, but I will be back on Wednesday at 2 p.m. So 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right? Adjust accordingly. And hope you guys can make it back out again. Until then, you guys take care of yourselves, and I will see you in a couple of days. Aaron, might see you sooner, of course. All right, guys, take care. Adios.